Hello, my name is Curry Bird, recovered alcoholic and recovering human. I'm the host and founder of the Recovery My Way podcast, a podcast about how I recovered from alcoholism by realizing one simple truth, that I could not drink. As a result of this moment of clarity, I have not found it necessary to drink alcohol to change the way I feel since July the 20th of 1997. I am also the co-founder of the Freedom Through Choice Foundation, a nonprofit that focuses on helping humanity reclaim their personal power and to realize the power of their own choices and how choices affect their life every day. I have also come to know that I am not special, unique, or different just because I drank irresponsibly. I'm no different than anyone that I have met or will ever meet because of this. I am on my personal journey just as you are, the human journey. I would like to share my journey with you and hope that something I've experienced on my road to recovery just might help another human being who still struggles with any addiction. I owe my life to my addiction because for me it was a fast track to self-discovery. I would like to welcome you to the Recovery My Way podcast. Hello everybody. I wanted to follow up on my first podcast, my first episode, and really drill down on something about blame and why, I believe blame has such a large impact on my addiction. I'm not sure how it works for other folks. But this one little moment, led to me blaming everyone except myself for any predicament that I found myself in. I was 9 years old and fishing with my dad. I get pissed off at him for some stupid reason and wished he would die. I told him that I wished he would die. And man, this is the messed up part, is that the next day, it was on a Sunday, and I found him dead on the couch. I'm 9 years old, man. What the F is going on? That's when the blame started. That is when that moment in time, blame, ended up making me a prisoner in a world that I thought I had no control over. And anything that happened to me, I blamed somebody else. If I thought I had any accountability, which I don't even recall if I did at that age, I doubt it, it went away. So anything that happened to me, anything that was negative, I blamed someone else, something else. When my dad passed, I blamed God. I blamed myself, most importantly, me. I blamed myself for that. I still remember that evening. We were at my aunt's house. And my sisters and my mom, everybody was crying. Everybody was upset. My dad was a young guy. He's 38 years old. And I remember me sitting there, and I was just freaking pissed, man. Pissed, angry, afraid. What are the odds this happens? And there started my anger that I would have for most of my life. And that carried on till the day I quit drinking and carried on a long time after that, before I realized what it was. The thing I want to drill in on is that this day where I know it was instrumental in blame being such a big part of my life. When my dad passed away, that's where it really, really started. And the ironic part of that is that when I was at my friend's house, this friend I'd met in AA, and I'm sitting out on the front porch there, and I'm drinking this vodka. At that point in time, that was it. The rubber had met the road. The bullshit was over. But what really solidified my choices, or my choice to stop drinking, was based off that day. And I mentioned a little bit about this, but I want to drill it in. That day, I sat there and I saw myself as if I were dead on the couch, and I saw my son as me, as if he were looking at me dead. Like I said, it's just not going to happen. But what I want to drill in on is that was a gift. The day that my dad passed away, that was a gift from him to me. And people say, how do you figure that was a freaking gift? I said, it was a gift he gave to me. It caused a lot of pain based on what I believed or what I thought was reality at the time. At that moment in time, when I'm sitting there, and I had this it's like a small vision, and I said, it's just not going to happen. I'm going to stop it right now. But it was a gift. It just wasn't ready to be opened until that day. My dad left me a gift that I thought was a curse for a long time. And I have come to realize it was the biggest gift that he could ever give to me. And so I am grateful for my dad today. My dad saved my life. In reality, he gave his life to save mine, and it just turned out that way. I sit here now and it still makes me very emotional. After being mad at someone so long, mad at my dad, mad at God, mad at my mother, mad at every freaking thing that walked the face of the planet. And I still sit here and I can cry because that was a gift that my dad had left me that wasn't ready to be opened until that day. That's all I really had to say. It's a short little follow-up there, but today I'm grateful for my dad. I'm grateful for the gift that he left for me that day, because that affected a lot of people besides myself. Not only me, it affected my son and every relationship that I've had, since then. Dad, I'm grateful. Thank you for the gift that you've given me, and I'm quite sure that I will see you down the line. Anyway, guys, that's all I had. I wanted to follow up with that, and if you guys have a great day, man, I appreciate it. Always grateful that you're listening to any of the crazy rants that I might have, but I love you guys, and it's because of people like you and my dad and all the other gifts that I've been given that I am sitting here today able to share myself with you from not drinking. I don't drink, I don't do drugs, and I owe a lot of that to that one little gift there. So thank you, Dad. I love you. Thanks for joining me for another episode of the Recovery My Way podcast, a podcast about how I have somehow managed not to drink alcohol since July the 20th of 1997, and I did it my way. So until we meet again, take care and safe travels.